I just came out of my social worker's office, and it's usually very heavy in there. At least not in the beginning, but after like half an hour, it's getting heavy and deep. And today I just felt like I didn't really want to go, but I went. And just as I came out of her office, I started thinking to myself, and I was okay. Started thinking to myself all these negative thoughts, like I wanted a mother, fucking mother, and I never had one. I had a hateful woman in my life who destroyed my heart and my psyche, sucked the life juice out of me. I wanted a father, but she took him away. I wanted a grandmother, but she was evil. I wanted a grandfather, but he was just sick, and he died in my arms. All of these negative thoughts. And it's okay. I guess what I'm trying to say is when they come, let them come. But make sure to listen to the message and go through them. It's okay. They're here for a reason. Just make sure to afterwards look at the situation from another angle as well. Because if you're only into the negative, it's going to affect your life in a negative way. If you come to it again and then, let's say, think about all of the positive things that you can come up with that came out of the same situation. Like, for an example, I can say I'm so much stronger than I would have been if I had a really loving family and if our family unit would have stayed together. I'm so much resilient. I've found so many other truths and so much more information. I've learned so much that I don't think that I would have otherwise. Just look at it from a different perspective, from a different angle. It's not really a different perspective because it's your perspective. That doesn't change. Your prisma might change, but it's still yours. And all of these negative things were saying to me on the bottom line, you're all alone. I'm all alone. I've always been alone. And it was true until I decided not to be anymore, until I decided not to keep this foul secret in my heart anymore. And I felt like I wanted to tell ever since I can remember myself. I wanted to tell my story to people who would understand me and not judge me. And it just, I couldn't do it because in my life I hadn't met those people. And then I opened this channel, and I'm so glad I did it. Like, I know many of you say that I'm brave for saying my story out loud, showing my face, but I don't think it's coming from bravery. I think maybe, yeah, maybe there is some bravery there, but I don't think it's in that situation. But it comes from a need to be understood, and it's a selfish need I think we all have, to understand and to be understood. And it's not really selfish in the sense of I'm getting something out of you and you're gaining nothing. I think we're sociable people. We, as human beings, need to connect. We need to feel understood. We need to feel connected in order to be together, in order to stay in a relationship, in order to feel whole. When we feel alone, that's when well, maybe we feel alone as a result of other things, negative things. But if you are alone and you're keeping a terrible secret inside of you, try to get it out anonymously. If you don't feel like you want to show your face, record a video, put the text on it, put it in some of these, in one of those apps that just creates a voice out of text, and get it out there somewhere. Just get it out there, because it's keeping you in state of paying for something that you didn't do, or even if you did do it, it's keeping you in a state of shame and guilt, and that shame and guilt becomes toxic at some point, and it becomes something that is taking away most of your livelihood, and it's not worth it. Even if you put a video of your story and there are some bad guys commenting on your video, that just shows their face. It doesn't have anything to do with you. And somebody is judging another person, it's more about the first one and not the judged one. What I'm trying to say is thank you for being here and listening and watching. And also thank you to myself for creating this channel and letting myself get this out of my system. It's like exorcism. In the last few days I've been researching, not really researching, but I've been looking for more information about the connection between the spiritual world and personality disorders. And it's amazing. There's like this whole stage out there of evil spirits and Jezebels and narcissistic personality disorder connections between evil spirits, and it's really about getting this out of your system so you can be free, light, clean, so you can have energy to look forward, to look into the future, and to get over those negative memories, negative feelings that you might have, and also let them come, because they come with a message. Maybe this message is not from the outside world, maybe it's from you. Maybe you're trying to send yourself some kind of message with all of those nightmares. If you're having nightmares, try and write them down and try and find common idea or something that is common. Maybe it's a place, maybe it's a face, maybe it's a situation or a feeling. Try to find what the message is and then let it go. Understand it and let it go. And you see, you will be improving a lot. I'm only speaking from my own experience. I cannot say for sure what is going to happen to you. But for sure, if you don't help yourself, nobody will, especially in the situation of the world today. And if you had traumas with bad people, they will never stand beside you and think about you before you think about yourself. You have to put yourself first sometimes, because they will never do that for you. You have to set boundaries for the people around you to respect those boundaries. Otherwise, they're just walking around and they think it's their own territory. It's like, for example, my mother, she has no idea. Like, she doesn't understand boundaries at all, and she doesn't want to. That's the main reason. But she would react to me and talk to me and act in a way that suggests that we are one, like I am a part of her or I'm some kind of an extension. It doesn't really matter. And when you start to put those boundaries, that's when you will see, I don't know how to say this, but if this person is toxic, they will not want your boundaries. They will not want to accept them. So you might see some rejection, some war, some unrespectful acts, but stay strong with your boundaries. Stay strong with yourself. Stay strong with your intuitions and the way you feel. Respect the way you feel because it has a reason. You don't feel a certain way just like that out of nowhere. You feel something, there is a reason for it. Remember that. And I'm also reminding myself to remember that. None of us are perfect. Even for the lessons that we've learned, sometimes we forget them. So remember that. And I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you for listening. And thank you for 100 subscribers. Yay! Excited. I'm wishing you an awesome day. Bye bye.